Jack Dorsey, CEO of Twitter and Square Inc., left his apartment one day and he noticed a florist in front of his apartment building who would not accept card payments. She only accepted cash. And then he noticed a gentleman approach the florist and wanted to purchase some of her products using his card, but she instead directed him to a nearby ATM, and Jack noticed that the gentleman left and never came back. Problem: in that instance, the florist lost the sale. Solution: Square. And that's how the idea of Square was born. Tim Fargo said it best: prosperity isn't found by avoiding problems, it's found by solving them. What's going on, guys? My name's Emmanuel and welcome to my channel. And guys, that's exactly how some of the best companies in the world are formed today. They simply solve problems. I've been a shareholder of Square since April this year, and to be honest guys, it's been one of my best performing growth stocks. The capital appreciation has been crazy since April. And I did a video back in May or June about Square being one of my top growth stocks. However, I realized that I didn't even touch on the drastic developments with the Cash App side of the company, and also how it's disrupting the banking industry and also the investing industry. So for today's video, we'll be taking a detailed look at the company profile of Square, the rapid rise of the Cash App side to the business, and its recent brokerage service that it's now offering investors, which is going to compete with the likes of Robinhood and Trading 212, offering zero commissions. I also want to touch on its recent partnership with some major blue chip companies, and I also want to take a look at its financials and also the insider transactions. And by the end of this video, guys, you will have all the facts you need to decide whether Square is the best growth stock for you to buy now. Don't forget to smash the like button, guys, as it really helps my channel grow and helps with the algorithm. And if you're new, I want to say welcome, and I hope you gain a ton of value from today's content. And if you do, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, as it'll be really cool having you on board. With all that said, guys, let's jump straight into today's analysis. All right, guys, so we're going to jump into the company profile of Square, ticker symbol SQ. And what's the story with Square? Okay, so what I've realized, guys, is that there's two parts to Square. Okay, and in my initial video of Square, I only focused on the point of sales, so that's the POS part of Square. But as I've been doing more digging, of course I'm a shareholder, so I've been keeping up with their quarterly reports. I've realized that they have another part, which is the Cash App system, and it's becoming a serious player in Square's dominance and also Square's disruption. Okay, I'm going to touch a lot more on the Cash App systems part. Okay, but for a recap, the POS system is the point of sale, and it's pretty much a payment portal solution that combines its software with affordable hardware that enables sellers to turn their mobile devices and computing devices into payment solutions. All right, so customers can use their Visa, MasterCard, and chip cards to make payments accordingly. All right. So this has become revolutionary for small to medium-sized businesses. However, it's now being adopted by medium to large businesses because of its ease of use and also its functionality, as you saw in the video footage. Okay, so how do they generate their revenue? Of course, they make commissions per card transactions. Okay, and according to their most recent quarterly report, they take 2.75% per swipe. Okay, so that's their main revenue driver. They also have subscription fees. So of course, to use the software, you have to pay subscription fees. So that's the POS side of the business, guys. So let's move on to the Cash App systems. I've got here that Cash App is simply revolutionary, and you'll start to see why, guys. Okay, so Cash App actually doubles as a bank and a broker at the same damn time. It's crazy. They're not only disrupting the banking industry, they're also going to disrupt the brokering industry. So they've got your Robinhoods, your interactive brokers, your Trading 212s. Jack Dorsey is really coming for these guys. All right, so let's focus on the banking side of Cash App first. Okay, so how are they disrupting the bank?
They are providing financial tools for individuals to be able to store, send, receive, spend, and invest money through their Cash App account. Okay. So customers can fund their Cash App accounts with a bank account or a debit card and receive also direct deposits. So pretty much just like your normal standard bank account, you can send and receive payments. You can also receive direct deposits and also make direct deposit payments. Okay. So Cash App will send you a customizable Visa debit card, which is known as a cash card. And it's customizable, which I think is quite cool. So you don't have your bank logos or you don't have the Cash App logo. You can actually customize it. So I'm going to take you to Twitter to show you what some of the customizable Visa debit cards that people have been doing with their cash cards. So as you can see here, guys, people have been really creative with their cash cards. I like that. It's like a mountain or something. Again, I mean, you can do anything. And I've seen all sorts of cash cards when doing my research. It's a little bit crazy. Some people have been very rude, to say the least, but this is quite cool. And I just like that. Like, it's modern. It's getting rid of your old style bank cards. It's really, really cool. And yeah, just people are just really expressing their creativity with cash card. And with that, I feel like they're starting to build a bit of a community. And also, it's something to talk about. You can share with your friends. And as long as people are talking about it, more and more people get interested and more people will sign up. And the more people that they have, of course, the more revenue they can generate. All right. So look at that. That's a nice little kitty version. Okay, guys. So back to the slide. So I think this customizable Visa debit cash card is really, really funky. It's really cool. And it's definitely going to attract a lot of the millennial market. Okay. So customers can make purchases with their cash card, and it's also a Visa prepaid card that is linked to your balance that's stored on the Cash App. Okay. So I put here it's disrupting your typical banks, because if you think about it, if you've got a cash card and it does everything my normal bank would do, then what's the point of having my normal bank that has fees attached to it? Like, I could just use my cash card. I think in the long term, guys, this is really going to disrupt the banking industry, and especially with the customizable features, it's just going to make it a lot more funky and attract a lot more of the millennial market. All right. And also, guys, they've also received huge backing from Kathy Woods from ARK Invest. She was also an early backer in Tesla. And ARK Invest, they love to invest in disruptive businesses, new businesses or new companies that have huge growth potential. That's where you see ARK Invest. So let's take a look at their portfolio to see how many shares of Square Inc. ARK actually have. All right, guys, so we are on ARK's ETF. The particular ticker for this particular ETF is ARKK. And as you can see here, guys, the largest position is Tesla with 407,000 shares. And the third largest position for this ETF is Square Inc. And they have 3.7 million shares of Square Inc. That is huge. And they've also invested in other big names. You've got Illumina, you've got Proto Labs. You've also seen that they're invested in Pinterest as well. And many other names that they've invested in. A lot of these companies are disruptive technology companies. All right. Okay, guys. So that's the banking side of Cash App. Let's take a look at the brokerage side of Cash App. Okay. Okay, guys. So on October 24th, 2019, Bloomberg Business reported that Square officially announces free stock trading on Cash App. Incredible. Let's go further into the article now. As you can see, guys, the article says one more company has officially jumped on the free stock trading bandwagon. Over the next few weeks, Jack Dorsey's Square Inc. will start allowing customers to buy and sell stocks for free on its cash payment app. Game changer, guys. This news gets me so excited. And I'm going to take you back to the slide now, guys, 'cause I've got some notes on there. Cash App has now also become a brokerage company that offers zero commission investing and also fractional shares for investors to purchase and sell equities. And not only that, you can also buy parts of Bitcoin using the Cash App brokerage platform. Mental. If I was Robinhood, if I was M1 Finance, if I was Trading 212, if I was Free Trade, I would start to be a bit nervous, because think about it. If you've just got one place where you can store all of your bank transactions, your direct debit payments, and also buy and sell stocks, and also buy and sell Bitcoin. Mate, I'm sorry, it's pretty much won my heart. Like, that is crazy. All in one place, so you don't have to carry about 6 or 7 different bank cards. You don't have to have a brokerage account with Trading 212 or IG. You can have it all in one place. I think is revolutionary, and I think the other brokers need to watch out and start to adapt or take a leaf out of Cash App's book. Like I've mentioned, you can invest in stocks. You can invest in Bitcoin directly from the Cash App, okay? Now, the next part to Cash App as well, I'm going to take you to an article here. All right, guys, so here's an article from Music Business World that says Spotify now enables fans to pay artists money direct via Cash App and PayPal. So let's dig deeper into the article. So it says it here, guys, that artists wishing to use fundraising pick to encourage their fans to pay them money can also do so via a link to one of the 2 endorsed e-wallets, which is produced by PayPal and also Cash App. So this is huge news, guys. This is going to further boost revenue, especially when you start getting these big artists that jump on this bandwagon. Just imagine some of the big names. They've got a huge following. They've got huge fans that will be paying these artists directly using Cash App, and that's going to generate more commission for Square as a company and as a business, okay? So what do we have, guys? So you've got Square, who have teamed up with Visa to provide a Visa direct debit cash card, okay? And now you've got Square via Cash App have also teamed up with Spotify to enable fans to pay their favorite artists. These are incredible moves, incredible expansion by Jack Dorsey and Square, okay? As an investor, it's always great to see the company that you own part of expand and try new things and also attract the younger market, because they are the future. That will contribute to the long-term success and the long-term growth of Square as a company and as a business, okay? All right, guys, so let's take a look at the financials for Square. Okay, so as of 2019, as you can see, guys, from 2015, sorry, their revenue has been growing year on year. They're a relatively new company, okay? So you have to bear that in mind. And that's reflected in their net income, because if you take a look at their net income, obviously, like any new business, they started out with a loss. But as you can see, the losses decreased year on year, and they actually turned a massive profit in 2019. So from an income statement point of view and in terms of growth, the company has been growing, and now they are profitable as of 2019, all right? If you look at their revenue growth rate, so I'm on Seeking Alpha, their revenue year-on-year growth rate has been at 43%. That is incredible. Most growth companies, according to Peter Lynch's book, grow at a growth rate of 20%, but these guys have doubled that growth rate. And I think with their current expansion and also partnerships with Visa and with Spotify, I think that's going to keep the revenue growth rate at 43% or even higher. And analysts are even expecting the growth to double 43% in the next coming years. Let me quickly show you that. All right, guys, so we're on Yahoo Finance. And all you have to do to find out the analyst's expectation is click on analysts. So the analysts, guys, according to their revenue estimates, as it says here, they're expecting by September their revenue to have grown by 116%. Madness. So that's double the 43% it's currently at already. And by the end of 2020, they expect the revenue growth to be at 132%. I think that's slightly optimistic, but nonetheless, I think that is all positive signs for Square. All right, guys, and taking a look at their balance sheet, guys, as you can see here, Square has a total current assets of 3.2 billion, and their current liabilities is only 1.6 billion. So in terms of the next 12 months, they have enough current assets to fulfill their financial obligations within the next 12 months. And look at their cash position, guys. They have 2.2 billion in cash, and their long-term debt is sitting at only 938 million. So they pretty much have no debt, all right? So that is incredible for Square. And the likelihood of them going bankrupt, at least within the next 12 months, is very, very slim, okay? Taking a look at their stockholder equity, guys, as you can see, it's been positive and it's been growing year on year. which again is an indicator that their assets are growing much faster than their liabilities. And also looking at their cash flow position, guys, their cash flow has been growing year on year, and that's also positive. You need to invest in a company that has positive free cash flow, and even better, if it has improved year on year. All right, guys, so taking a look at the first quarter performance for 2020, they have managed to grow their revenue year on year. They did lose a lot of money in the operations as a result of the global lockdowns, which led to a loss of income. Okay, but with most businesses now opening up, the lockdowns being lifted, you would expect Square's revenue and their net income to continue to grow as businesses start being operational and start using their services once again. Okay, all right, guys, and also from my last video, someone asked me, how do you find out insider transactions? So I'm on Yahoo Finance, and all you have to do is click on holders. Okay, once you've clicked on holders, click on insider transactions. And if you scroll down, it shows you all of the insider transactions reported for the last 2 years. So as you can see here, guys, you've got the directors. They've all been awarding themselves with shares in in Square, and I wouldn't blame them. All of these directors, this particular general counsel sold their shares at $107 per share. And also scrolling down, guys, you can see all these officers, they've all been awarding themselves with more shares of Square. There's been a lot of share grants. As you can see here, guys, Jack Dorsey as well, the CEO, has also granted himself more shares on the 20th of April, okay? So this is all positive stuff, guys. When you see the insiders buying more shares and awarding themselves more shares, that gives me confidence as an investor anyways. All right,
guys, I hope you gained a ton of value from today's video. I really love what Square are doing, and I really like that they are standing up for the little guy, you know, the small businesses, medium businesses, and also that they're huge disruptors in the ancient and somewhat outdated banking systems. I will personally be paying close attention to Square and hoping for any significant pullbacks. But with all that said, guys, make sure you do your own due diligence before you decide to invest in any stock or in any company. You know, I have some great investing books that I can recommend, and the link to these books are all in the description below, guys. Check them out and grab yourself a copy and invest in your own investing knowledge. And if you do want to start investing, I would highly recommend my broker Trading 212. Click on the link in the description below, and Trading 212 will give you a free share and will give me a free share. And also, guys, if you do want to jump on the Cash App bandwagon, I've also got a link in the description below. Cash App will give you £5 if you sign up using the link below and deposit £50. Don't forget to smash the like button, guys, if you really enjoyed today's video. And also, if you want to see more content from myself, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.